It takes a lot of dedication. It takes months of training. We're talking the better part of a year.
The ultimate test of strength, endurance, and mental toughness. Hundreds of athletes gathered in the Grand Rapids area today to challenge their bodies and their minds. It's all part of the 10th anniversary event of the Michigan Titanium Triathlon, the largest triathlon in the state. Fox 17 was there to talk with organizers and athletes about what makes this race so intense.
Some athletes starting here at 7 will go all the way to our midnight deadline. So it is a 17-hour race for some of these folks.
In that time, athletes participating Sunday in the Michigan Titanium Triathlon in Grand Rapids raced their way through a 2.4-mile swim, followed by a 112-mile bike, finished with a 26.2-mile full marathon run, all adding up to a 140.6-mile ultra-distance triathlon, something these athletes spend months training for.
They're doing early morning swims, they're jumping on their bike trainers in their basement, riding for 4 or 5 hours, they're running in the dark.
Co-race director John Conkling has competed more than once. He says on top of all that training, athletes still rely on something else.
It also takes support from your family members and your support system. A lot of these athletes have a ton of spectators here, family and friends who just want to cheer them on and get them to the finish.
But once you do cross that finish line, Conkling says you're earning much more than a medal.
You know, once you get this done, it really makes a lot of other aspects of your life very achievable. Like those boundaries you think you have are just gone because you know, well, I can do a 140.6-mile race.
If you're newer to the sport and not ready for the ultra-distance race, Sunday's event provided other opportunities to compete, including the half triathlon, which is 70.3 miles, and the Olympic version, which is half of that.
It comes down to really trying to find what your boundary is. A lot of these athletes, they start very small. They'll do shorter triathlons, and they kind of get that bug. And you know, with the shorter distances, they don't think that they can even do those, but once they kind of cross that first finish line, they start thinking, oh, well, I can do this shorter distance, maybe I can double it and step up. And that just keeps going until you get to this distance.
Dave DePrato, who competed in the Olympic triathlon Sunday, says he's been involved in the sport for 22 years and has no plans to stop anytime soon, especially now that he knows what it feels like to cross the finish line.
It's kind of like a mental, release when you cross, because usually when you're at some point in the run, all you're thinking about is, I want to be done. I desperately want to be done. It's super uncomfortable. It's, just how much longer. Yeah, everybody has different emotions from it, but a lot of times it's a great load of relief and just satisfaction. This event is just hands down a phenomenal event. Like I say, I love this race. The course is really one of my favorites.
Which Conkling says wouldn't be possible without the village that makes it happen.
An event like this is a real community event. It takes hundreds of volunteers to pull off in so many different areas. So, this is a yearly event. So definitely, if you're ever curious about triathlon, I would highly recommend next year, come out and volunteer with us. See what it's all about. See what these athletes are putting themselves through and what they're really trying to achieve. And, just help support them.
If you are interested in getting involved with future events as a volunteer or an athlete, I posted that information for you on our website, fox17online.com. As for today's winners, stay right here with Fox 17 and we will bring you those updates as we get them.